Alright, so we have the Stalker TDC here. So there's a hole right there, as you can see. So that hole is where you use your screwdriver to adjust the amount of hop on it. So right now we have it set good for 2.0 or 0.20 gram. So we'll shoot it. And it's going pretty straight. But if we want to do heavier BBs, you just put this in here. You obviously have to find where it is, but you can crank it pretty good and it'll hit the ceiling if I go enough. So you can probably see how high it's going now. Alright, so today I have a product from a new company, and this company is Stalker. So that's what their patch looks like. And it was fulfilled by Skirm Shop, specifically Skirm Shop Netherlands. So obviously we have a thank you to these two companies, but basically I'm just going to be installing these and showing you guys how to do that. Essentially what this is it is a TDC hopup chamber kit. So TDC means top down center, so it's kind of the best way to apply a hop-up onto a BB. Traditionally, pistols have kind of a bad system. This kind of replaces the hop-up system that pistols use, right? So we're going to go ahead and get started. I think the first thing we're going to do is do the internal part. So let me get both of these off to the side. Obviously, you're going to need to separate the gun. And we're going to have to get rid of the front end because we're going to be using that. So, just get your Allen wrenches. Here it is. And I do need to mention you also need to have two screws that are the screws for like the top rail or the bottom rail. You need those two screws for this kit, and we'll get to that later. Alright, so you need to remove the hop-up chamber from the outer barrel. And then you can set aside the outer barrel. And now we need to start disassembling the hop-up chamber. So you're removing, we're getting rid of the arm. So this is not going to use an arm anymore. And now we're going to get rid of these wheels because we don't need them. And now the inner barrel, we are going to get rid of this bucking because we have a much better bucking. So these are SR hop buckings, so it's basically an R hop bucking, which is amazing. So a traditional bucking, I'm going to do a video on the differences between buckings here soon, but basically instead of being a traditional bucking where you have like a point that's pushing down, this is kind of like a curve. So it's better than a flat hop. A flat hop is like straight like this. Traditional bucking is like this. R hop is like this. It's hard to explain, but essentially it's a really good way of applying friction to your hop-up system. All right, that looks good. And then now we can put this back in here. Ooh, this one sits a lot nicer than the maple leaf ones. And then we can go ahead and put this on. Oh, that's a lot better. Okay, I actually really like that bucking now. This is my first time using this bucking, and it is fitting a lot nicer than they normally do. So now we're going to go ahead and get this out. I just put a screw in there temporarily. I don't know if I'm going to be taking that out again in a second. So this red piece is the plate that's going to be applying the hop. So this red plate just goes into the square that's right there. Remove this screw because it looks like we actually are going to be using this screw, specifically this one, for something. But we're going to put in the other screws while we are here. So make sure you leave this top one open, all right? All right, so the red plate is just going to, the part that has like, the part that's sticking out with the curve, that goes down. So the top is going to look completely flat like that. And then we can put this on now. And this is going to, again, hinge on like what I just did, but when I messed up. And there we go. So now it's on. And then at this point, we're almost done with this section. So this screw goes in on this side. It doesn't have to be super tight, it just has to be secure, which it is now. And we're going to test it, make sure that this actually functions how it is, because if not, then we have to take it apart and just reseat some stuff. But it looks like, I think this is a 2mm. Yes, 2mm. So we're going to look through. Let me see if I can get some better light for you to see. I mean, I can see it perfectly fine. But if you turn this, it should start to bulge down, which it is now. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. So now it's bulging down, and then obviously if you release it, the bulge should go away, just like that. I hope you saw that, maybe not, but yeah, so we're done with that section now, which means we are on the home stretch. So now we are working on the receiver, because when this is in the gun, we can't really get to that. Or actually, we can go ahead and put this on real quick. But I'm actually pretty excited about this product, especially because it's pretty affordable and it's very simple to install. All right, there we go. And then, does that look centered? Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. All right. So we're gonna remove, make sure you don't have anything in the rail holes, because we need those for this, this tool. Got very loud music going. I hope it is not copyright, or whatever. And I'm actually not sure if this is compatible with the aftermarket rear sight, but we'll see in a second here. No, I guess it doesn't matter. It's very different. Okay, yeah, it looks like they just have these cuts just for your reference. They don't actually line up with anything. And just one second. Basically, we need to screw down this. This is essentially like a template, and we're going to drill a hole through that spot. These are the screws that come with your rail set. So if you have like the top or the bottom rail, these are those screws. All right, that is good enough for me. I should be able to drill through that hole now. So I'm going to recommend you take out your bolt, so that way you don't accidentally drill a hole in your bolt. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. I don't think you would be able to accidentally drill a hole in your bolts, but just in case. Oh, that was too tight. Oh no, I'm just dumb. I didn't have that out. Okay. Alright, so now we are ready to drill. I'm gonna get my parts off to the side a little bit just so I don't get debris on them. But we have a, what is this, 5/64? Yeah, we have a 5/64 drill bit. That is what the correct size is, at least what it seemed like to me. So we're gonna go ahead, just straight up and down. It is, it has a guide, so it's very easy. And that should have lined up perfectly. If not, it's not a big deal for me because I have extra receivers, but for you, obviously, it's important, and unless you have extra receivers. So let's go ahead and remove all these things. Right, where is the thing? Right, let's see if I did that correctly. It's pretty close. I think I'm just gonna step up to the next size drill bit. I think that'll make it a lot easier. Right, so now we're using a, what are we using? 3/32. And we're going to come in from this side. Trying to sort of recenter it because it's not perfectly in the center. But it looks like that'll be, that should be good enough. I have enough wiggle room now, I think. Maybe a little bit more. All right, I'm going to call that good. So, oh yeah, I think we're definitely good. So we should be able to go in there. Yep. Yeah, we're good now. So now we can adjust it. And basically you just want to make sure that you can fit your Allen wrench into the hole. So I'm probably going to have to widen this up a little bit more just because this is the Allen wrench that I'll probably be using. Yeah, I'm gonna have to widen that a little bit just because of the wrench that I have. So it looks like we're stepping up to a 7/64. thinking that should be good. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, so that is perfect now. So now we can go ahead and drop this in, and it should be easy. Oh yeah, easy now. All right, so that's perfect. So we just got to screw it back together. And kind of at this point, once you get the hole good on this side, if you want to use like a rail, this is the point when you would want to put it on there and drill through the rail. But for me, that's not going to be an issue. So we're just going to put these screws back in, and we'll be done here in a second. But basically, this is going to drastically increase the hop. It's going to be a lot more consistent than the normal hop system is. So you're going to have, it's going to go into the same spot a lot more often, because you don't have to worry about the arm like bending down, going around a corner, like how that is. It's literally just pushing straight from the top. It's not wrapping around the barrel, causing issues like they normally do. Let's see here. Screw these in. And for me, this is actually going to work fine, because I can just, my front sight, I can just turn it if I need to, which will be nice. And you're kind of meant to set it and forget it. You're not exactly supposed to be adjusting this like on the fly, because you need to have a tool for it. So it's not going to worry that it's not going to matter as much that I don't have quick access to it. But looks like we are pretty much done here. Put this back together. And yeah, that's how you do that. I will have a video here shortly on the buckings and how they are different than normal buckings, and I will also have a video on a whole separate other product here soon. I just have to wait for the gun that product is for to arrive, and then I can do a video on that. So yeah, that's how you do that. I hope that was useful for you. But yeah, have a nice day. All right, adios. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if this video was useful for you. And make sure you check out the link down below. That is a link to our Discord server, and you are welcome to join. All right, have a nice day.